What's up, YouTube? Wasn't meant to be my first video, but I haven't finished editing my last fishing trip. But I figured I'd go ahead and post this. I've been on the mystery tackle box train for 5 or 6 months now. This is a Saltwater Pro Edition box. And I do have to say, I was a little bit skeptical at first, but I've really enjoyed getting these baits in every month. I've stopped spending as much at the local tackle stores, and I've caught fish on most of what I've gotten, especially the soft plastics. And one thing this past summer that I really enjoyed from the box, I started getting a bunch of crankbaits. I've never been a saltwater crankbait fisherman, and I tried it out, and man, I caught some good fish this year. But I figured I'd do an unboxing. I don't know if anybody's on the fence about getting into Mystery Tackle Box, but they've been great. And I apologize for the poor video quality. I'm terrible at this. I'm using my cell phone right now. Let's see. We got some popping corks, slip corks. Kind of a Cajun Thunder guy, but these are always good to throw in the box just in case. I'll even fish jig heads under these sometimes for suspended fish, with a soft plastic. I don't fish bait too often, but I definitely fish for whatever bites. Yum Swarm. Got an eye on it. It's almost like a sluggo. I know Yum is bass lures, but it doesn't mean they won't work in the saltwater. Might have to try these out this weekend. Interesting. Some tri-swivels, barrel swivels. Don't know that I'll use those fishing with artificials, but maybe fishing in the surf or something like that. Man, these have been around forever. I honestly don't know I've ever fished with one of these. I've seen them, or baits like them, but I don't see why they wouldn't work. Might have to give them a try out this weekend. Fishing in the bayou for some specks. Those are some good looking hooks. Probably use them with the tri-swivels. We go off the beach. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Big bite saltwater baits. Those definitely will work. I have always fished green or chartreuse or whatever you want to call it. But over the last 6 months, I have started fishing more natural colors. And I don't think I get as many bites, but I feel like I'm catching better quality fish. That's a little bit of a far stretch from a natural bait color, but it's a little dark and kind of silvery, but you never know. These I'll definitely use. White's always a go-to any time of the year, any condition. It came with a jig head, but Charlie's Saltwater Edition out of Florida. I got another Charlie's bait in an earlier box in the late summer and loved it. It was a great bait, held up well. Definitely give those a try. A Yozuri Surface Minnow. Floating. Looks like it's got a little bill on it. Another little crankbait, very small, which isn't bad. There's been cases where I've seen fish keyed in on smaller bait fish, and a lot of times I didn't have any lures small enough to mimic what they were feeding on. So it almost looks like a mullet pattern or something like that. We'll have to give this a try. I haven't really fished many crankbaits this time of year, because the fish are usually slower feeding and on the bottom, sometimes suspended. But it has warmed up a little bit, so maybe it'll be active this weekend if the water's right. And last but not least, we have an Unfair Lures Slow Suspended. I guess this just was called Unfair Lures. Oh, here we go. Paul's Dinkum Greenie, 70 millimeter. I guess it's like a suspending twitch bait or crankbait or lipless crankbait. I don't know. I like the looks of it though, and I will definitely have to give it a try. Gold has been my favorite hard bait color this year. This past summer, fishing one of our reefs with a longer gold crankbait really produced some great fish for me. Kept the small fish and the sand trout off my line. Never been a gold guy until I started getting a mystery tackle box. I've always been a silver or chrome guy. So it's been great. And then, the paperwork tells you, what's in the box, what they all worth. Got a sticker of this dapper gentleman with a mustache, whatever that's for, and then just a little information book. But that's your typical mystery tackle box. You can measure your fish and send them a picture. I don't tend to do that. But if you're on the fence about it, there's other YouTubers who have discount codes. I just started this channel. I don't think I'll ever get that popular, but definitely give it a try. You can buy 1 month, you can buy 3 months, and then you can buy the whole year. I don't remember how it works, but yeah, it's fun to get new stuff in the mail. A lot of this stuff I don't see in locally, especially like the Charlies are from Florida. I don't recall seeing these at Academy last time I walked through, so it's kind of neat to see some artificials from other areas of the world. Next to the woods, if you will. But plan to start uploading some content pretty regularly, and I hope you all enjoy the channel. So have this past weekend's fishing trip. I'm going to do a boat review of our 19 Saltwater cat, it's 19 foot, made by Saltwater, obviously. Some other exciting things coming up, so appreciate it, and stay tuned to the channel. Thanks.